Hari Om. Krishna, while teaching us, throwing light on the Asuri Sampats, is helping us in two ways. One, to check within ourselves if at all we have such tendencies, and must definitely make an effort if we do have such tendencies to nip them in the bud. Be always alert to such tendencies. That's one way in which Lord Krishna is helping us by educating us on these tendencies. The other is to wake us up to the awareness, to help us become aware of people of having such traits who are born in this world, who exist in this world, who are very troublesome by nature, cruel by nature. He wants us to be aware and not be blindfolded. Let us move on to shloka number 10 and hear from Lord Krishna more about such tendencies. Shloka 10. They engage in actions for false purposes. Kamamashritya dushpuram dambhamanamadhanvitaha mohat grihitva sadgrahan pravartante shuchivrataha. Shloka number 10. Dushpuram, difficult to fulfill. Dushpuram, difficult to fulfill. Kamam, desire. Ashritya, resorting to. Dambhamana madanvitaha. Dambhamana madanvitaha. Riddled with pretension, demand for respect and pride. Mohat, due to delusion. Asad grahan grihitva, having adopted false purposes. Ashuchivrataha, Ashuchivrataha, whose pursuits are unbecoming. Pravartante, they engage themselves. Our prayer should be, oh God, let us never be such kind of people. All through this section, this is what our prayers should be. Oh God, please help us transform ourselves. If at all we have such traits in us, help us steer clear not only from these tendencies but also from the company of such cruel people. If they are around us, we pray that you intervene and protect us. When such people become rampant in society, that is when and people cannot bear to stand their atrocities. That is when an avatara happens. When the universe itself is under threat, universal dharma is under threat from adharmic people, that is when it is the time for an avatara to happen. So an avatara is a result of the collective universal prayer on the part of tormented, sincere bhaktas. Here's the running meaning: resorting to desire that is difficult to fulfill, these asuri sampats. Those who are riddled with pretension, demand for respect and pride, whose pursuits are unbecoming, having adopted false purposes due to delusion, engage themselves in various actions, says Lord Krishna. Resorting to desire that is difficult to fulfill, those who are riddled with pretension, demand for respect and pride, whose pursuits are unbecoming, having adopted false purposes due to delusion, they engage themselves in various actions, says Lord Krishna. The three words Dambha, Mana, and Mada, Dambha, Mana, and Mada, have very little difference in meaning, says Poojya Swamiji. But when they are used together, we have to discern the distinct sense of each. When they are used together, we have to discern the distinct sense of each. Dambha, as we have seen, is making one's own glories known to others. Whether one has them or not. By self glorification through speech, dress, etc. Mana is the attitude, I am praiseworthy, whether I am praiseworthy or not, and demand your respect. That is very evident in the behavior of the person, whether it is verbalized or not. Mother is a particular kind of pride. Because of some form of wealth, knowledge, or skill which one finds lacking in others, with whom one compares oneself, one has certain inappropriate pride instead of gratitude and humility. They forget that any such achievement is not to be attributed to themselves, but is only the Lord's vibhuti, the Lord's glory. Nothing that I can attribute to myself. Thus, they forget there is no sense of gratitude, no humility, nothing. The people under discussion here are riddled, anvita, with all these dambha, mana, and mada. As a result, they are committed to pursuits and ends which are not becoming, ashuchi, not clean. They are committed to desires that cannot be fulfilled at all. Kamam dushpuram ashritya, in the sense that their desire has no limit. They can never say enough. This is why we liken desire to fire called Anala, the one who never says enough. Fire will never say enough, no matter how much fuel you pour upon it. It is always ready with its tongues out for more. There is a statement: desire is never quelled by enjoyment of objects of desire. Na jatu kamaha kamanam upabhogena shamyati. Na jatu kamaha kamanam upabhogena shamyati. If you throw fuel in the fire, it will not die, but burn more brightly. Similarly, by gaining desired objects, desire never gets quenched. Very important point, psychological point to be noted. By gaining desired objects, desire never gets quenched. Like the fire, desire is not satisfied by any oblation you offer. It only grows and demands either a repetition of the experience or a better experience. It only grows and demands either a repetition of the experience or a better experience. Following this insatiable desire, these people engage themselves, pravartante, in various activities. Why? Because of moha. Because of moha. False values and priorities due to lack of discrimination. Of what? What we saw earlier. We saw that desires only grow and demand either a repetition of the experience or a better experience. This discrimination they are blinded to. They attribute to something a value that it does not have. Shobhana dhyasa, Poojya Swamiji would say often. Seeing security where there is no security. Joy where there is no joy. Help where there is no help. They pursue these ends with commitment, completely deluded. First, they arrive at improper evaluations of things, and then they pursue them. Asadgrahan grihitva pravartante. First, they arrive at improper evaluations of things, and then they pursue them. Asadgrahan grihitva pravartante. Due to lack of discrimination, they take what is devoid of value to have value. Very important again. Due to lack of discrimination, Viveka Shakti, blunt Viveka Shakti, they take what is devoid of value to have value. And then they are occupied. They had it. Unbecoming pursuits are not barred. सब कुछ चलता है. Because everything is all right as long as it works. Unbecoming pursuits are not barred because everything is all right as long as it works. Convenience is the rule. Wow. With this, we bring to a close our study of Shloka 10. We will continue this important and valuable study in the upcoming capsules and take it forward. Until then, Hari Om. ॐ दुर्जनः सज्जनो भूयात् सज्जनः शान्तिमाप्नुयात् शान्तो मुच्येत बन्धेभ्यः मुक्तश्चान्यान् विमोचयेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ